So, I wanted to talk to you about some stuff that I've read and seen this month because I've been writing it all down in my bullet journal because that's what I do now. I write things down. You know, it's actually really handy because I pretty much journaled this way already. I just didn't have a good system because I never really like wrote entries because I just got too impatient. So basically, I've been doing this forever. Before it was even big, I was already doing it. So I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec, which it's a really cool show. I just think that the humor is so positive and uplifting, and like there's barely anything that's like negative, except poor Jerry. But like everything else is very positive, and like about like making positive changes, and like I don't know, it makes me very happy. I just lost my page. Also, I feel like I have a lot in common with April Ludgate. I feel like I have a lot of stupid remarks all the time. And she's actually pretty cool. She starts out like the intern and then she turns into a bigger character and like does more stuff, and I like that. I'm like into that right now. I'm watching a lot of oh my god. I've been watching a lot of Criminal Minds, which I feel like sometimes increases my anxiety because it just does. I don't want to get into it, but I get paranoid sometimes now. But I don't know. I'm trying not to watch it as much. But at the same time, I also feel like inspired by that show because it's a lot of people in a very difficult field, which if I go into social work is going to be a very difficult field. And they're all very inspiring and I like them. And they like teach me how to deal with difficult things sometimes, and then other times they just make me scared. Hit Record is a new, well, it's not new, but it just went up on Netflix. And as soon as I saw that, I was like really excited because I wanted to see it for a very long time. And it's a show that's like kind of, it was started by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It has a website, and basically people from all over the world make things based on a theme and then send it to him. And so he has like so many submissions that he has to sort through and like put together to make a bunch of different little pieces for a 20-minute length episode. It's really neat. And they're not always, like, it's kind of like hit and miss. Some of them I like, and some of them are like, and some of them are just really weird, but, like, it's just a really cool concept, and I like watching it. I saw this play called The Explorers Club, which was really hilarious and happy and amazing, and I loved it. Basically, I was in, like, a terrible mood, and, like, well, not a terrible mood, I just was in a weird place, and I went there, and I totally forgot about everything, and it was amazing. Yeah, it was about like this club, this like explorers club, but also like drinking club in London. I think it was in London. It was in England somewhere, and I don't even think it was in London. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever. There's this girl that's trying to get in, and none of the guys like want to let her in to the club, and I don't know. After that, it's just like. Just look it up on your own time. It's great. Racing in the Rain, I read, which I thought at first was just gonna be like this typical dog story that I like, yeah, okay, it's the dog story, like it's gonna be sad at the end, and the dog's gonna be cute, and like everyone's gonna be sad about it. And it kind of like was just like for like the first half. I didn't really care that much, and then it turns into like this crazy, I don't know, it was good. I'll just say it was good. It's not, it doesn't have this, I mean, it does kind of have a typical ending, but it gets there in a different way than other books, and it has a little thing at the end that's really cool, like a little, not a twist, but like oh, you got me Racing in the Rain. And then I just watched Seeking a Friend for the End of the World last night, because that was also on Netflix, and it was very good, and I very much liked it. I also just was really curious to see how Keira Knightley and what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Office guy. Steve Carell were gonna like. I wanted to see. I was like, really? That's gonna be weird. It was, but I liked it. Yeah, it was very good. I don't know. It was just like a very thought-provoking movie because it's like about the end of the world and like what would you do if you only had 3 weeks left and how would people act, and they probably would act that weird. And yeah, it's just good. It was good. It wasn't like amazing, but it was a good movie. Yeah, so that's what I've been watching and reading, and I'm starting a new book. It's called, what is it called? It's called Safekeeping. I have no idea. It just sounded really interesting, so I got it. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm supposed to be reading for my book club that I started, which is basically me and one other person. I'm supposed to be reading Let the Great World Spin, which I'm really excited about. And there's a longer story to that, but I will save that for another video. Okay, bye.